Bruce Lee wasn't just a fighter, he was a philosopher, a deep thinker, and a visionary. While many martial artists in the 1960s and 70s stuck to rigid styles like karate, kung fu, or taekwondo, Bruce Lee saw something different. He realized that real combat didn't follow rules or patterns. In a street fight, there were no points, no referees, and no second chances. That's why Bruce broke away from traditional systems and created his own method, Jeet Kune Do, which means the way of the intercepting fist. This was not a style, but a concept. It was fluid, dynamic, and adaptable. Bruce believed that a true martial artist should be like water, formless, adaptable, and unstoppable. Even today, many martial artists still struggle with this idea. They're locked into their own systems, following forms and rules that Bruce already broke 50 years ago. Mixed martial arts, or MMA, is only now catching up to Bruce's vision. Long before the first UFC event, Bruce Lee had already combined boxing, wrestling, Wing Chun, fencing, and street fighting principles into one system. He was the first true mixed martial artist. That's not just impressive, it's mind-blowing. Scientific combat, Bruce Lee's methodical approach. What set Bruce apart wasn't just his power or speed, it was his scientific mindset. Bruce studied physics, anatomy, and kinesiology. He didn't just throw punches, he studied how the human body moved, how muscles fired, and how force was generated. His workouts were designed based on efficiency, biomechanics, and energy flow. He used resistance training, isometric holds, and explosive drills when most martial artists were still doing traditional katas and forms. Bruce was training like a modern sports scientist decades before it became mainstream. He wrote in his journals about fast-twitch muscle fibers, central nervous system activation, and muscle memory. He understood how to trigger the body's fastest reactions, how to relax before impact for maximum acceleration, and how to explode into motion with minimal wasted energy. This wasn't folklore, this was advanced science. And many coaches and athletes today are only now beginning to apply these methods in sports performance and combat training. Bruce even experimented with electrical muscle stimulation, EMS, a technology that is now being used by elite athletes and recovery therapists. He attached electrodes to his muscles to enhance recovery and develop strength, while most fighters back then were just jogging and doing push-ups. Think about that. He was living in the 1970s, but training like it was 2070. Speed that defied time and physics. Bruce Lee's speed is the stuff of legends. There are countless stories of how he could strike before people even saw his hand move. But what made him so fast wasn't just reflex, it was his understanding of biomechanics and timing. Bruce believed that economy of motion was the secret to speed. Every movement he made was stripped of unnecessary steps. No wide wind-up.